529 Plans and Gifting Explained. In this video, we're going to take a look at the 529 plan and how you can gift it to somebody. 529 and gifting. These two words actually can go hand in hand. It has its own ups as well as downs. Let's see what they are. 529 College Savings Plan is one of the ways where you can start collecting for attending college tax-free. Say you're someone who's interested in attending college in 10 years' time, or you want your kid to attend college in 10 years' time. But the rise in college expenses have been enormous. For instance, a research report by the Georgetown University Center for Education and the Workforce says that the college tuition fees, along with boardroom expenses, rose by 169% between 1980 and 2019. That is a staggering hike. And the rates of surge in other expenses of day-to-day life in the recent past means that the prices in the education sector will also take a big jump. Yes, we have seen that the college expenses have remained fairly stable since the COVID pandemic. That might be due to the fact that most of the classes were run online. And no sooner the state of normalcy begins, we might see soaring prices in college fees once again. So according to the 529 College Savings Plan, you can buy tuition credits now. For instance, you want to attend University X in 10 years' time. But in that time span, the college expenses might rise from $5,000 to $10,000. By opening a 529 savings plan, you can buy tuition credits worth $5,000 right now. And these credits will be used to pay for the estimated fees of $10,000 at University X in 10 years' time. You can also name a beneficiary of the plan. If you name the beneficiary of the 529 savings account as someone other than your kid or relatives, that works out too, because you can also give the 529 savings to someone else. There are some differences between the regular 529 savings plan and the 529 account which you can give to someone. We will take a look at that shortly. But before we move any further into the details of the 529 plans and gifting, we'd like to say that these videos are brought to you for free. And in our efforts to educate the world about the various things related to economics and helping students to have a brighter future, we want you to join as well. You can encourage us to put up more videos like this by simply hitting the like button. Also, if you subscribe to our channel, you won't be missing out on any content that we bring to you. Don't forget to press the bell icon as well. Okay, now we're ready to talk about 529 and gifting in detail. Let's see what options you have on the table in case you decide to give the 529 savings plan to someone. How many choose to make contributions to 529 savings accounts as gifts? Traditionally, we have all showered our loved ones with gifts, whether it be on their birthdays or for their baby shower, a holiday, or even graduation gifts. However, a recent survey conducted by the College Savings Foundation revealed that a mere 20% of parents asked their close-knit circles of relatives or friends or their loved ones to make contributions to their child's 529 plan. Making contributions to a parent's 529 college savings plan can be quite easy, and this can replace the traditional way of gifting and serve as a healthier alternative to materialistic gifts. Besides, it is easier to make contributions to the 529 savings plan, as there are plenty of online platforms from which you can make contributions there. Such contributions can also be easily shared with others. But giving online gifts might also make it difficult to translate the feelings of attachment when you get to have a physical gift. With that being said, there are a few perks of 529 college savings plans as a gift. Opening up a 529 savings plan might help you hit the goals of saving for your child a tad faster. If you open up such an account whilst a child is studying, he or she will be well versed about the virtues of education. And given that the children attend college and reap benefits, there will be a greater sense of appreciation about it. The good comes along with the bad. With some revisions of the 529 as gift and estate tax treatment, the gift of the 529 savings investment has its own share of things you have to deal with. The downside of gifting the 529 savings plan to someone is that if you choose to name a beneficiary for your 529 savings plan, your contribution will be regarded as a gift. This means that they will fall under the remits of a gift tax. In addition, they will also be liable to the generation skipping transfer tax purposes. So you need to be aware of these before you decide to gift the funds from the 529 college savings plan. On the other hand, there is an upside to the situation. As of 2022, your contribution is in accord with the $16,000 annual gift tax exclusion. This means that the contributions can be really large and no gift taxes will be included. What this also implies is that you can deposit up to $16,000 into a 529 plan for either your granddaughter or your niece. You can do that all in the same year, and so can your spouse as long as the annual gift exclusion is not exceeded. Having said that, you need to be wary of the lifetime gift and estate tax exemption. You can do away with the gift tax even if your contributions are larger than the proposed upper limit of $16,000 annual gift tax exclusion amount. You'll have to report any amount above the annual exclusion on Form 709, and this will count against your lifetime gift and estate tax exemption. As of 2022, $12.6 million has been stated as the upper limit for the lifetime gift and estate tax exemption. Therefore, most people don't need to worry about that. Tips for asking for gifts. If you get over the initial hurdle of having an awkward conversation about making a contribution to the 529 college savings account with someone, it can really be worth the effort. You don't need to feel that you're the only one dealing with such awkwardness. Researchers have pointed out that most people feel that way. Giving gifts is a two-way street. The recipient of the gift and the giver. Both of them develop an elusive bond as a result. However, a child who has no comprehension of the value of education might not directly see the positives of a 529 savings gift instead of having a toy by their side. But if you open up about the benefits of a 529 gift instead of traditional gifts to children, it might help them have conversations like adults a lot quicker. Let's look at some of the things that people have tried and succeeded at while asking to make contributions to the 529 college savings plan. You can start having normal contributions with others about the 529 college savings account. You can share the same with your child and show them that that option also exists. If your family members or loved ones do cherish academic success, then you can show them report cards of your children so that they might feel that their contributions will really be worth it. You can also choose to ask them to make smaller contributions and explain how these smaller contributions can add up to something really substantial over time. You can ask the people who might contribute to the 529 savings account to contribute in whichever way they feel comfortable. You can reach out on social media as well by posting how much money has been collected for the 529 savings account. In the digital party invitation that you might send to your loved ones, you can also include the online link to make a deposit into the account. Let's take a look at a few questions that are on everyone's mind while talking about 529 plans and gifting. Is there a super funding to a 529 plan account? There is a rule for the Internal Revenue Code which is directed specifically to the 529 plan contributions. What this rule does is allow you to make 5 times the contribution that you can make in a 529 account tax-free. We said previously that you can deposit $16,000 into your 529 account in a year. This rule makes it possible for you to deposit $80,000 to your account. Depositing such an amount will not deduce your state tax exemption, nor will it have any impact on your lifetime gift exemption. However, you can't average this contribution over a time of 4 years. If you deposit, say, $60,000 in your account, this will be understood as $12,000 for 5 years and cannot be taken as $15,000 for a span of 4 years. Can my wife and I contribute $80,000 in 1 year? Most assuredly you can. Your contribution of $80,000 along with your spouse's contribution of $80,000 means that there can be a total of $160,000 as long as both the partners make the 5-year election and claim $16,000 per year. Can taxes be deducted from the contributions made to the 529 plan? Not at all. No contributions made to the 529 plan account will be subjected to taxes. You should also be aware that any earnings that you have on your 529 plans are not subject to federal income tax. But for this to happen, the distribution should be justified to what is dubbed as qualified education expenses, which includes expenses in the form of tuition, fees, books, and room and board. If a child doesn't attend college, can they spend the fund on something else? If the money under the 529 savings plan is used for any purposes that don't pertain to what were previously dubbed as qualified education expenses, then there will be a 10% penalty on the plan's earnings. There are several ways of getting around this penalty. Number 1, you can change the beneficiary to another child, say a sibling. In case you or your spouse are interested to pursue higher education in the future, you can name yourself as a beneficiary too. Number 2, in the Secure Act, setting every community up for retirement enhancement, you can go through the list of qualified education programs, which might also include some apprenticeships. This will come in handy for a person who's looking for a track that is not wholly academic. And number 3, you can also use the fund in order to get through the student loan debt or towards a K-12 education. All in all, the 529 savings plan is designed to facilitate people to commensurate with the rising college fees. And if you are a person who is interested in boosting up your desire to save the appropriate funds to ensure your son, daughter, grandchild, or niece to get through college, 529 plan is the way to go. And gifting this plan to someone is also a way to get around the traditional ways of gifting. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also hit the notification button with the bell icon to not miss out on any of our videos. In the meantime, you can take a look at the video on the screen